On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! 11, Agate. 11.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. He completes it to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On second down, a run with Etienne. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. Silver.
Another tote for Etienne. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
11, Agate.
Etienne up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was well over yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Go!
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? 13, Luke!
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Group effort had Kansas City finishing 2nd in the NFL with 55 sacks last season. The no doubt leader of the effort, though, was Jones, who had 15.5 sacks, which matched a career high, finishing 3rd in the Defensive Player of the Year voting.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, Ridley.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Andrew Wingard in to make the play.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And he goes out right around the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8.
Chiefs 14, Jaguars 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yellow.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Pacheco gets it up the gut. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yellow. 15.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Toss right side to Pacheco.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Antonio Johnson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
43!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And again, it's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, kill!
On 1st down, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
30 left.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters.
Here's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Take right open.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. 23 yards on the play. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Attack.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 72 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
24. Jaguars 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Red on red.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Lisa 24.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. and now they're in the hurry-up.
Hey, I'm gun.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Jaguars 6.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 6.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Hey, go.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Easy.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.